Ever been unsure if it's some advice or some advices? These small noun mistakes can hurt your writing. That's why we're learning to spot common noun errors, to write and speak correctly. Before we start, please quickly review our lesson on the noun and its types. It will make this session much easier. Let's begin. Contents. Introduction to nouns. What is a noun? The building blocks of language. Types of nouns. Common errors and rules of nouns. Spotting the mistakes. Key grammar rules for correct usage. Practice exercise. Test your knowledge. Error spotting and correction. Let's do a quick recap. A noun is simply a naming word. It can name a person, place, animal, thing, or even an idea. And as we've seen, nouns come in many types: common noun, general names like city or teacher. Proper noun, specific, capitalized names like London or Dr. Smith. Concrete noun, things you can perceive with your senses, like apple or sound. Abstract noun, ideas and feelings you can't touch, like love or freedom. Countable noun, things you can count, like 1 book, 2 books. Uncountable noun, things you can't count individually, like water or information. We also have other important types like collective nouns for groups, possessive nouns for ownership, gerunds, verbs ending in ing that act as nouns, and compound nouns made of multiple words. Mastering these types is the first step to spotting errors and using nouns correctly. Rule 1. Capitalization of common nouns. Do not capitalize a common noun, for example city, river, school, park, unless it is part of a specific proper name. Let's see this rule in action. I visited the city of New York. Incorrect. Here, city is a common noun and should not be capitalized, even when it is part of the phrase City of New York. I visited the city of New York. Correct. The common noun city is in lowercase. Only the proper noun New York is capitalized. Remember, the common noun is only capitalized if it is an official part of the name itself, like in New York City or Colorado River. Rule 2. Capitalizing proper nouns. A proper noun is always capitalized because it is the specific name of a unique person, place, or thing. Let's look at some examples. Example: I go to Oxford University. Incorrect. I go to Oxford University. Correct. I go to Oxford University. More examples: days and months. Incorrect. I will see you on Tuesday. Correct. I will see you on Tuesday. Languages. Incorrect. She speaks Spanish. Correct. She speaks Spanish. Remember, always capitalize the specific names of people, places, institutions, days, months, and languages. Rule 3. Nouns that look plural but are singular. Some nouns end in s and look like they are plural, but they are actually treated as singular. They take a singular verb. Let's look at the example. Example: darts. Incorrect. Darts are played by men as well as women. Correct. Darts is played by men as well as women. Common nouns in this category: subjects and sciences, news, mathematics, ethics, linguistics, phonetics, politics, economics, statistics, physics, mechanics, classics. Games and sports: billiards, darts, gymnastics. Illnesses: measles, rickets. Other: summons, gallows. Remember, if the noun refers to a single subject, game, or idea, it is usually singular, even if it ends with an s. Rule 4. Plural of compound nouns. Some nouns are a combination of 2 or more words. To make such nouns plural, we add s to the main or principal word, not to the end of the entire phrase. Let's look at the example. Example: sister-in-law. Incorrect. All his sister-in-laws are very beautiful. Correct. All his sisters-in-law are very beautiful. Remember, find the most important word in the compound noun, usually the first one, and add the s to that word. Rule 5. Noun plus preposition plus noun patterns. In repetitive phrases of the form noun plus preposition plus noun, the noun is always kept in the singular form. Let's look at the example. Example: woman after woman. Incorrect. Women after women spoke against the practice of dowry. Correct. Woman after woman spoke against the practice of dowry. Remember, in specific repetitive structures, the noun is not pluralized. It remains singular to describe a repeating sequence or a gradual process. Rule 6, apostrophe with joint possession. When two nouns are closely related and possess something together, the apostrophe s is used only with the last noun. Let's look at the example. Example, a shared wedding. We are going to Anita's and Rohan's wedding. Incorrect. This implies they are having two separate weddings. We are going to Anita and Rohan's wedding. Correct. This shows it is one wedding that they share. Rule 7, apostrophe with else and other. With the words else and other, the apostrophe s is added to the very end of the word. Examples, that is somebody else's book. They respect each other's space. This must be someone else's bag. Remember, never write somebody's else or each other's. The possessive always comes at the very end of the phrase. Rule 8, uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns have no plural form and always use a singular verb. They cannot be counted individually and are often concepts, substances, or masses. Let's look at the examples. Example 1, work. Incorrect, I have too many works to do. Correct, I have too much work to do. Example 2, information. Incorrect, I need some informations. Correct, I need some information. Remember, use much, a little, or some with uncountable nouns, not many or a few. They never take a plural s and use a singular verb, e.g. The information is correct. Rule 9, articles with material nouns. Material nouns, names of substances like gold, wood, water, generally do not take any article, a, n, or the, before them when we are referring to the material in a general sense. Let's look at the examples. Example 1, general preference. My mother likes a gold and not a silver. Incorrect. My mother likes gold and not silver. Correct. Referring to the material. Cooking food on a cast iron pan is healthy. Incorrect. Cooking food on cast iron pan is healthy. Correct. Remember, we omit the article when talking about the material itself. We only use an article when referring to a specific, countable object made from that material. Rule 10, collective nouns are usually singular. A collective noun refers to a group of people or things. Examples are team, group, bunch, class. Normally, we treat these nouns as singular, so they take a singular verb. Let's look at the examples. The group of students has come first. My team has won the match. A bunch of keys was found in the trash. Remember, the group acts as a single unit, which is why we use a singular verb like has, is, or was. Exception, sometimes, if the focus is on the individuals within the group acting separately, a plural verb can be used, e.g., the team are disagreeing on the strategy. However, for most cases, treating them as singular is the standard rule. Rule 11, titles of works are singular. The titles of books, movies, series, and other works of art are always considered singular, even if the words within the title sound plural. Let's look at the example. The Game of Thrones is my favorite drama series. And Great Expectations is a novel by Charles Dickens. Rule 12, personifying neuter gender nouns. To give life or human qualities to a non-living thing, a neuter gender noun, we use masculine gender, he or his, to personify strength, power, or danger. Feminine gender, she or her, to personify beauty, grace, or nurturing. Examples, masculine, strength or power war showed his true colors. The sun marched across the sky in all his glory. Feminine, beauty or grace spring arrived in her floral dress. The moon hid her face behind a cloud. Rule 13, nouns of number and measure after numerals. Some nouns indicate number, measure, money, length, or weight, for example, dozen, hundred, million, foot, kilogram. When a specific number, a definite numeral, comes before them, they remain in their singular form. Let's look at the examples. She bought 2 dozen eggs from the shop. 2 dozen eggs, incorrect, She ran a 10-kilometer race. 10 kilometers race, incorrect. The book cost £200. 200 pounds. Incorrect. Remember, the numeral itself, 2, 10, 100, makes the quantity clear, so the following noun of measure does not need to be pluralized. We say a 5-year-old child, not a 5 years old child. Rule 14, material nouns are singular. Material nouns, names of substances like gold, water, oxygen, are uncountable and are always treated as singular. They take a singular verb. Let's look at the examples. Gold is expensive. Water is healthy. Oxygen is important. Remember, when referring to the substance as a whole, it is singular and cannot be used with a or an. Rule 15, countable forms of materials. When we refer to individual, countable items made from a material, the noun becomes plural and follows normal plural rules. Let's look at the examples. Diamonds are a woman's best friend. My house is made of bricks and stones. Please pick up all the bricks and stones from the floor. Remember, the same word can be a material noun, uncountable, singular, or a countable noun, plural, depending on whether you are talking about the substance or the individual items. Rule 16, nouns with different singular and plural meanings. Some nouns have one meaning in their singular form and an entirely different meaning in their plural form. Let's look at the examples of nouns with singular meaning, as well as plural meaning. Good means wise or virtuous. And goods mean property or merchandise. Authority means command or power. While authorities mean the people in power, for example, government. Force means strength or power. While forces means an army or troops. Iron is a metal. While irons means chains or fetters. Remember, using the wrong form can completely change the meaning of your sentence. Always consider whether you are referring to the concept, singular, or the specific entities or items, plural. Alright, it's time to put everything we've learned to the test. Here are the sentences with errors. See if you can spot them all before we go through the answers. I need some information about the schedule. The police has arrested the suspect. She packed her luggages and headed to the airport. I bought new furniture for my apartment. She bought 2 pairs of shoes. These plastics are recyclable. The project cost over 5 million rupees. Now, let's check your work. Here are the corrections. Information, uncountable noun. Has have, police is a plural noun. Luggage is luggage, uncountable noun. Furniture, uncountable noun. Pairs pair, singular after a numeral. Plastics plastic, material noun, singular. Millions million, singular after a numeral. You now have the power to spot noun errors that most people miss. This isn't just a grammar lesson, it's your key to clarity and confidence. Use this knowledge to write with impact, craft flawless reports, emails, and content that commands respect. Speak with authority, express your ideas clearly and persuasively, without hesitation. Ace every test, turn tricky grammar questions into guaranteed points on exams like IELTS, TOEFL, or your next big assessment. Keep practicing, and make perfect grammar your new habit. Thank you for learning.